can anyone be a divine messenger? And obviously we know the answer, but for anyone that's watching this or listening to this, and they are interested in ascending to a level where they can inspire more and be that vessel that brings inspiration and motivation in communities where they grew up perhaps and they didn't have that role model, what would be your advice?
Gosh, there's so many things that I want to say in a short amount of time. I think removing judgment and criticism from yourself first so that you can be a divine messenger is essential. If you can remove that judgment and criticism from yourself, if you can be free to love who you are, that's one of my favorite Louise Hay quotes is, I am free to love who I am. If you can do that, then I think being a divine messenger will be something that you can easily step into. You don't have to be healed all the way to start. I think it's just the initiative. It's the want. You know, if you're being called to do something like this, if you feel that pull of lifetimes of healing and work and you just want to help somebody, then do it. Do it in your community, do it wherever you are. It doesn't have to be on a grand scale. I think a lot of times people think it has to be this big show or like someone has to see it. But like to me, the most intimate moments when you're, healing yourself, healing, a tree, you could be outside being a divine messenger to a tree, to plants, saving bugs, what have you. It can be that simple. That to me is the most sincere, pure form of divine messengers, because healing happens not just on a human level, but on an earthly level and beyond. So if that's something you want to do, then do it. Start with you. And then as you heal yourself, heal the world.
Yeah, beautifully said. I think it has that element of the fighter spirit. Find what you love, find what you want to fight for, and dedicate yourself to it, your life to it. Mm-hmm. And in a way, you're going to be given that divine wisdom to help you go through the challenges, through the obstacles, go through the healing. Because the healing in itself, it is a battle, I would say. It is a battle with yourself because you are breaking free from the limitations that you believe in on some level. And that is a little bit harsh to go through as a realization that you're the one kind of blocking your own healing in some way.
Just thinking like, can I be a divine messenger? Is that something that I'm capable of? And those feelings of not enoughness, like when they arise, like releasing judgment on them because they came from something and then just moving forward. As far as the battle, I feel like for me, it's more of an experience. Like, am I willing to experience myself in my full entirety? Am I willing to experience life as bright and as wonderful as it can be? Am I willing to experience connection with other people? Am I willing to experience, I don't want to fight myself. I want to heal myself. I want to help myself and I want to help other people. And I can't help them if I'm not willing to work on me first. That's hard as a healer too. It's like, you want to help everybody right away. You want to reach everybody right away. You only have a certain amount of energy in the day, a certain amount of whatever you can give. But yeah. That's what I got. That's what I feel.
You made a great point. You have to reserve some of that energy for yourself, to love yourself. You have to reserve some of that healing for yourself because you are the messenger in itself. Like if you want to be a divine messenger, you are the messenger. Divine is there. It's waiting for you to, understand the role, the terms and conditions, because as every job has the terms and conditions and requirements, it also has the rewards. And if you're not able to enjoy the rewards that come with that role, then maybe you're not ready to be the messenger in the sense that there's a lot of power. But it's not just for you to empower others, it's for you to feel empowered yourself. And you have to be able to come back and nourish yourself and enjoy your life, which is a concept that we haven't been taught how to enjoy life. We've been taught how to survive life. And the joy that comes from being yourself is still something unfamiliar to people. I think the more people wake up to the option of being divine messengers, the more people understand that there's more to life. And it really starts with taking that first step, making that choice. Okay, I'm ready. We're going back to that. I am ready.
Yeah, and I guess the last thing I would say is that you have to remember too, like with that non-judgment, like anybody to me can be a divine messenger in different ways. Like everybody has a different level of translation that they're trying to get out, and in your life, you run into a lot of different kinds of divine messengers because divine messengers are messengers sent from source to teach you something, to show you something, to wake you up in some way. And it could be a negative experience. It could be a positive experience. It doesn't matter. It could be a neutral experience. Regardless, like each of those people is a divine messenger. So I feel like it's limitless, the amount of divine messengers that can be on the planet. I think there's just different categories maybe. Some people are meant to be light workers and, that's their divine message, is to spread that message You know, some people are meant to be school teachers, and that's their message, their divine message. Some people are meant to be those chaotic ones in the world, unfortunately, that stir for the light workers to come up to spread more divine messages. And that's their divine message. I think it's just the message ordained by source that you're given in this lifetime. And I think the acceptance of that is hard for a lot of people because they're like, no, like divine means good. Divine means it's positive, you know? And I'm like, not all the time. Divine is a balance, like you said before. It is a balance of both. It's the yin and the yang. It's the intricacies of energetic frequency from all different places, all different ways, all different transmissions. That's my last little spiel is if you are thinking of being a light worker and you don't know where to start, don't think that it has to be through like this kind of work. There's lots of different ways you can be a divine messenger or a light worker or a shadow worker. I don't know, whatever you want to be.
Yeah, absolutely. You can be a truth teller in any industry. And when you expose the truth, you become a light worker because you're bringing light to the truth. So play with the words, discover, you know, what these phrases that we use actually mean, because it's all in the language that we use. And you can bring joy to any industry as well by being yourself. Occasionally, your presence is going to trigger people. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes the divine has to trigger people in order to awaken them, and you're going to be the one that triggers people. So that is part of the role and responsibility document that you didn't receive in the physical form where you signed it, but your soul signed it.
Yep.
Spend some time with yourself to figure out what's actually included in your job role.
Yeah, like what is that?
Big Souls brings big ideas down to earth. Let's plant some abundant seeds into the garden of your mind. Join the big talk.